Shout out to Tom McDonald. He's speaking nothing but facts on that John right there. Man, hate him or love him, he speaks them facts. All right. So, like I was asking, listen, man, I noticed that, with Kamala Harris, right? A lot of people, I've asked a lot of women and I've asked a lot of men. And it's crazy. Like, I've had a lot of men and women agree with, Kamala's not good for us. But then I've heard a lot of women be like, yo, she's a woman. Finally, we got a woman president. Da, da, da. I'm like, yo, do your research. Like, y'all did the same thing with Biden, right? Oh, Biden's coming into office. Biden promised this. Biden promised that. Da, da, da. Oh, you're not black if you're not voting, remember? Oh, but y'all forgot back in the 70s, he called Hispanics and blacks nothing but people that belong in a zoo, right? He called us animals. He said we don't belong in the schools because we were what? Tarnish the schools. Mm. But even with that, people still voted for the man. They didn't give a fuck what he said. But what do y'all think? Y'all think Camilla's gonna be better than Trump? Well, let's hear. I'm gonna put Papa Duck first because Papa Duck always. You know what? No, before I put Papa Duck, let me see. Why isn't it showing?
I don't want to hide from them anymore. What do we?
Okay, that's what it was. Just Joe Brown. All right. So we got Just Joe Brown. Shout out to the real Dana. I love watching the real Dana. And let me like this. I didn't get a chance to watch this clip, but we're gonna watch it together. And Just Joe Brown, speaks on Kamala Harris's 1 million. What is it? 125 million investment unveiled by Judge Joe Brown. So I guess what she scammed people. I don't know much of the scamming part. I do know that she has put innocent men in jail. She has said that, she is not, if she becomes president, she's not going to do nothing for the black community first just because, she's black allegedly. So let's watch some of these videos. Let's react to them and let us show you know what y'all think and feel about Kamala Harris. And by the way, once again, make sure if y'all haven't subbed up to the real Dana, y'all go sub up. Yo, I've been watching the real Dana for a while. Like Judge Joe Brown is somebody that I have spoke. Shout out to Doe Eyes TV because I spoke to Judge Joe Brown through YouTube. Like he gave me advice on the bullying, on what I could do with the cameras too, and how to, better dispose my petition and stuff like that when it comes to the government. So shout out to Judge Joe Brown, yo, because he is another person that has given a shorty advice. Never in a lifetime did a shorty ever think that, somebody that she used to look. See, Judge Joe Brown, I thought that he was just a celebrity. I didn't know he was also a real judge out here. But I never, in my life would thought that, that somebody that I used to look up to in TV, I would actually get advice from in real life. Like, so shout out to Judge Joe Brown. To me, he's always been the man and he's still the man, yo. Like on some real shit. Who could top Judge Joe Brown? Like nobody.
Judge Joe Brown's all new barbecue sauce and seasoning. Justice in
Wait,
the
wait.
form of flavor.
Law firms will take this as a retainer.
What? It must be a law firm where they hungry as hell. Now you gonna help me with this parole I'm dealing with?
Yo, I gotta really buy his barbecue sauce. Like he's been tempting me. He recommended that John when we talked. I think a year and a half ago. So yo, all these commercials is like making a shorty want to buy the barbecue sauce for real, for real. But I don't eat meats like that. I really don't. I'm more of a salad eater and fruits and stuff like that. Like uh, I'm not a meat eater. I feel as though like meats. The more we eat meats, the more that John fucks our insides up, and then it makes you feel so after you get done eating like some steak or something like that. Like you get so lazy and so sleepy. Like I ain't got time for my energy to be down. I need that joint to be up, especially with these kids. What my daughter got me out here like if I'm 15 with a messed up back, like
Judge Joe Brown's all-new barbecue sauce and seasoning. Justice in the form of flavor. With one taste of our premium blends of all-natural ingredients, herbs, and spices, you'll fall in love with meat all over again.
For
Judge
real?
Joe Brown's all-natural barbecue sauce collection is made up of 2 zesty flavors, original and spicy. There's only one way to bring order back to barbecuing. Just add Judge Joe Brown's all-natural barbecue sauce and seasoning, and you be the judge.
Oh, it's available on Amazon. Oh shit!
Well, first, this is something Alabama State Representative Javon and VP Kamala Harris to host reception in D.C. So, Alabama State Representative how you pronounce that name? Juwan Dolan Given, Democrat out of Birmingham, will lead a group of leaders during a reception Thursday in Washington, D.C., as Vice President Kamala Harris hosts Black women elected officials from across the nation. So that was today. Harris, in collaboration with the National Organization of Black Elected Legislative, which is short for NO.
Yeah, I really did get advice from Judge Joe Brown. I got the little clip up on my YouTube on this channel. Like we had a good conversation. It was a great convo on The Wise TV. Like we was talking about the school system and my petition and stuff like that. So I really did get up there. I wanted to hear a judge's opinion, like for real. But he gave me some good advice too on bullying and the petition and stuff like that, and the school system and why judges do the stuff that they do behind the bench. And so far, he hasn't been wrong. Who's trying to back up cops? I'm gonna keep listening over here and then read the chat. Hold on.
Noble Women in Higher Heights Leadership Fund will host an event at the Vice President's residence to recognize the impact of Black women in shaping democracy in their communities across the country. Well, I guess Black men are not involved. I guess it's just all, Black women. Gavin, who serves as Alabama House Representative in District 60, is National President of Noble Women. We are honored to host this reception alongside Vice President Kamala Harris and Higher Heights for America to acknowledge the remarkable achievements of Black women elected executives, legislators, and those serving in judicial capacities. Their contribution to our society.
Yeah, I heard something about him trying to, back up and the cops and stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel as though Trump is more like a businessman. He was a celebrity at one point. So it's kind of like this is crazy because it's like I've never seen Trump as a senator or a governor, or work as a DA. Like he's always been a businessman. He's into the stocks and bitcoins and owning hotels and properties and making money and losing money and remaking that money and building castles and empires and stuff like that and firing people, being a boss. So I mean, I don't know. It's kind of awkward how I went, from watching him on, You're Fired in WWE to like maybe 6 years later seeing him as the president of the United States, because it was like back in how long ago? Back in like 2012, if I'm not mistaken, or 13, around there, probably. I don't know when, but he was a good part of the WWE all the way up to like 2015. Donald Trump used to make appearances in the WWE like crazy. So it's kind of like, and then he was, a part of a couple movies and stuff like that. If y'all never peeped, Even in freaking Home Alone, now you see him coming out of escalators like from the scene of Home Alone. Every time you see a little clip on the internet or on the TV, is always him coming down an escalator. The same way he was in Home Alone. I swear to God. This shit is crazy. But let's listen to what she's reading real quick. My bad. I'm getting way off topic. It's still topic. But what I'm saying, I'm getting off topic. I want to pay attention to what she's saying so that way I can react to what she's saying. I'm sorry. Let me let the chat.
So that was today. Harris, in collaboration with the National Organization of Black Elected Legislative, which is short for NOBLE, Women in Higher Heights Leadership Fund, will host an event at the Vice President's residence to recognize the impact of Black women in shaping democracy in their communities across the country. Well, I guess Black men are not involved. I guess it's just all, Black women. Gavin, who serves as Alabama House Representative in District 60, is National President of Noble Women. We are honored to host this reception alongside Vice President Kamala Harris and Higher Heights for America to acknowledge the
Man, Kamala Harris is the type of woman that would sit here and try to unite women to go and shoot men. And then we're in a war between men and women because I don't know. I guess some women feel like they don't get enough. I don't know. Listen, I really don't know why some women feel the way they feel towards men, but it's like they want to overtake the men. Like, all right, look, listen, I want to be way better than you. Like, I don't want to be, my bad. I don't just want to be way better than you. I want to be you. Like, that shit right there is weird to me. Like, look, man, be better than yourself. That's it. Simple as that. I'm not going to sit here and be in competition with a man because in reality, even though a woman could be strong and a woman could beat a man in a fight, like if a real man out here that really, fights and all that stuff, wanted to fuck a woman up, he really could. Because, like, if you really, really, like, a man can really overpower a woman. I don't want to get into that because, a lot of people get offended. They feel some type of way. But in reality, a man can really overpower a woman. And a lot of us women, we beat men because of strategy, speed. Like, I'm not saying that we can't. But you know what? I'm gonna leave that for a topic, for another day. Maybe we'll do a panel of battle of the sexes. And as long as we respect each other, we can have one. What I mean, battle of the sexes, like, yo, let's talk about it.
remarkable achievements of Black women elected executives, legislators, and those serving in judicial capacities. Their contribution to our society have been instrumental in shaping a more inclusive and equitable nation.
Facts,
the
Angel.
reception will feature remarks from Black women leaders and acknowledge those who have achieved milestones in their political careers and recognize their outstanding leadership and dedication to public service. The resilience and tenacity of Black women are without measure. We are the mental reverence that hold together American democracy since the days of.
You know what? They better do something as mothers if they can, if they're able, if they know how, about putting some backbone in their sons instead of neglecting their sons for their daughters. Last I checked, it's the sons that do the drive-bys. And by the way, the only connection that Kamala Harris has with Black folk in Africa is that she looks distinctly like a hyena, which is an African animal. So I guess that's her connection. With that green.
Well, let me say this because let me just finish reading this. The resilience and tenacity of Black women are without measure. We are the metal.
Wait. Oh, shit. The lighter still burnt me. Judge Joe Brown just roasted Kamala right there. Like, he said she looked like a hyena. But wait, listen, man. I don't think Africans look like hyenas. But damn. We ain't gonna let that slide, Judge Joe Brown. You just smoked
distinctly like a hyena, which is an African animal. So I guess that's her connection. With that green.
Well, let me say that.
Yo, I had that like rewind. I was like, damn, wait, I don't think Africans look like hyenas, but wait, okay, so I understood it better. She looks like an African hyena. There we go. Okay, I understood. I had to listen to it very carefully. Yo, Judge Joe Brown be throwing them shots. Yo, y'all better be careful, man, because he said he got rounds for days.
This because let me just finish reading this. The resilience and tenacity of Black women are without measure. We are the metal reverence that hold together American democracy since the days of Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman to Ida B. Well, Barnett, and Mary
Cloud Bethune.
We are the hopes and dreams of the enslaved people brought to this country in the year 1619. Since that time, Black women have fought tirelessly for freedom and equality, not just for ourselves, but for others in and around our communities.
It's not downing Black women. It's all Black folk, because we're partially at fault for submitting to it or putting up with it or not rebelling and saying, give me freedom or death or something like that and meaning it. But slavery could not have existed without the express complicity of Black females. Now, the Black male facilitated slavery by simply enduring it. So both have an equality. So let's not act like this is one-sided. This is something that your typical Black woman does not deal with because she understands what it is to be.
And that's a fact. And listen, man, look, Hispanic or Black here in Philadelphia, look, listen. I feel as though that a lot of women got so much power in their hands, they don't even realize it, right? We can get away with so many things that a man can't. And I noticed that. Like, we could be sitting here walking, right? And a man and me walking by down the street, right? And because he's a man, whether he's Hispanic or Black, the cop is going to run after him first. And especially if his skin is way darker. Because the darker you are, guess what? The faster they come for you. And it's fucked up to hear, but it's reality. It's reality. Because a Hispanic man with light shade, a light shade as light as mine's, standing next to my baby pops who's got a real dark complexion, who do y'all think they're going to chase first? I mean, let's be real. So as women, right, I feel as though whether you're Hispanic or Black, in this era, especially this era, we get away with everything. You scream rape, the man's in jail. You scream abuse, he's in jail. It doesn't matter if he did it or not. The crime could be true, the crime could be false. But if the woman was to do it and the man screams rape, a man screams abuse, they have to look deep into it to make sure that it's true that a woman could commit such act. You see? I'm for women's rights, but what about men's too? Like, I don't get tired about talking about this. Like, it happens constant.
In this world of blame and shame, we point fingers, we play the game. But as our children cry in fear, we turn the blind eye, we shed no tears. Believe our women, they say, while our kids are led astray. Lost in darkness, lost in pain, yet their cries fall silent like the rain. It's a shame how far we've come, blaming all the men playing dumb. But our children need us near to wipe their tears and calm their fears. In this land of the free, water's a commodity for you and me. Can't you see? It's not fair, it's plain to see. People struggling to pay for something they need every day. In America where we say we're free, but water shouldn't come at a fee. A shorty just speaking in general about the things that seem so small. This ain't meant towards everyone, just a cry in the dark. In America where water is marked. Brothers and sisters, hear my plea. This is not about you or me. Our kids are the future, they hold the key. Wake up before we're met with defeat. In this world of chaos and strife, we must guide them to a better life. Teach them love, compassion, and light, so they can lead us out of this endless night. Let's unite as one strong force. For our children, let's stay on course. Together we can make a change and secure a better future in exchange. Y'all should have listened the first time they let the cat out the hat. Now it's a crime. Many are falling into a trap, thinking it's a game, but they full of cap. Some are ready and fully strapped, while others keep falling into the gaps. The warning signs were clear as day, but some chose not to heed what they say. Now the consequences come to light. Those who ignored are in for a fight. Listen close and learn from this mishap. Don't be caught unaware, don't fall into the trap. From the wisdom of my elders, I learned women are strong, independent, and firm. But sometimes we need a helping hand to conquer challenges and make a stand. Independence is crucial, that's true. Yet together, with a man, we can pursue. Respect yourself first and foremost, so others will treat you like the most. Ladies, growing up, remember this advice. You're capable of anything you devise. But partnership and respect go hand in hand. Embrace your strength and make a stand. Memories of the past I couldn't see, now I understand. The wisdom they gave me, respect yourself first, that's the key. To earn respect from others is how it should be. A man's worth measured by how he treats his queen. Love and romance in the air, a beautiful scene. A woman's power to uplift or demean. In her hands lies a man's dream. Lessons learned from an OG so true. In matters of the heart, they know what to do. Love and respect intertwined like glue. In a world where old-fashioned values still ring through. Peter Pan, Peter Pan, Peter Pan was a fairy tale. Now males want to be females without fail. Women want to be a man, it's a twisted tale. Flipping scripts and roles, they set sail. Fighting for roles, turning to moles. Making hits with their agenda goals. Targeting our kids, it takes a toll. To them it's a bliss, to us it's a black hole. They ain't trying to miss. Their agenda is the ultimate twist. Infiltrating young minds with their list. But we won't let them persist. I'm with women's rights, but what about men's too? Equality for all, it's long overdue. We want progress, we need to see both sides. Blame and shame won't help us unite. Don't label him a deadbeat without looking in the mirror. Sometimes it takes two to create rupture. Let's have conversations that include everyone. Empathy and understanding, the battles can be won. Men face struggles too, let's not forget. Their mental health matters, let's not neglect. It's time to break down walls and build bridges instead. Together we can strive for equality ahead. You scream for the police every time he come around. Then scream child support abuse, playing victim in this town. Enjoy that check, boo, but remember what goes up must come down. The only time he's worthy is when he bails you out the mess you found. You play the game, manipulating hearts without a doubt, but karma's knocking at your door, there's no way out. You point fingers and shift the blame around, but in the end, it's your own chaos that you found. You dance with danger, living on the edge of lies, but the truth will catch up to you, no more disguise. The man you rely on to clean up your mess is so profound, will soon see through your facade and leave you astounded. Using a child as a weapon, it's a shame. A woman who lacks self-respect, I can't acclaim. Real men fighting for what they believe in, never in vain. Standing 10 toes down, bringing awareness to the pain. Respect is earned by how you carry yourself, not by tearing others down for personal wealth. Real men don't back down, they fight with honor and stealth against injustice and falsehoods that threaten our health. Let's uplift each other instead of tearing apart, supporting one another from the start. Real men stand tall with courage in their heart, fighting for justice and truth, playing their part. Here's for the men who share their truth, never afraid to stand tall in their boots, respecting our women, fighting for what's right, supporting our kids day and night. Real women out there blazing trails, men by their side never looking pale. Rights for all, let's keep the balance true. Men have a voice, let's listen to. In this crazy world where battles are fought, let's remember the men who give it all they've got. Respect to those who speak their stories loud. Together we stand strong and proud. Together we stand, united we'll rise, setting an example for young eyes. In every step we take, in every plan, guiding the next generation's hand. Leading by actions, not just by words, teaching them to fly like birds. Showing love and respect in all we do, for they're always watching, taking cues. Hand in hand, let's pave the way for a better tomorrow, starting today. Our children learn from what they see. Let's show them how great they can be. Let's be what our children need.
I was gonna say, I'm like, damn, why is it not coming off? All right, but that's a fact, yo. Like, man, I'm not with that feminine stuff. Like, a lot has changed. Like, I'm with the men opening my door. Like, I want my fiance to open my door. I want my fiance to sit here and pay for my dinner. Like, shit, I want him to keep paying the bills. Like, and I'm not saying I can't do it. We've both done it. Like, when I've been down, he's been there. When he's been down, I've been there. I've been taught this, right? That in a relationship is never 50-50. It's always 100-100. Y'all both gotta put in. And I don't see a problem with you, working or trying to bring some money in, but don't bring him down because he's bringing less money than you or because you have a better career than him. If y'all both bringing in, y'all